to another episode of Lyrical Breakdown. I'm Lisa.
I'm Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Lisa.
How was your date today?
It was good.
That's good.
Yeah, it was fairly
Nice.
relaxing today.
Yeah, it was.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, how about yours?
It was really relaxing, too, since we were together. And
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's good to hear.
Well, welcome to another episode 22. Today's song choice is Black by Pearl Jam.
Mm-hmm. Big Pearl Jam fan?
Brad is a big Pearl Jam fan. I can't say that I'm a fan because, like, I just don't listen to them as much as you do, you know what I mean? But I enjoy listening to them, and I
Right.
really like Eddie Vedder's voice.
Mm.
Yeah, I like when he does his own stuff, although some of his stuff gets kind of a little weird, but
Yeah.
that one CD was a little weird, but we'll forget about that. I don't remember what it was. It was underwater playing an organ.
It was like a mandolin or something he was playing there.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Anyways, but he has got a really good voice.
Mhm.
I like his voice a lot. So
Yes.
one of my favorite soundtracks of his is the Into the Wild
Mm-hmm.
soundtrack. That's my favorite.
Yeah, he did an amazing job for that.
Yeah. So we're doing this song, Black. Songwriters were Eddie Vedder and then Stone Gossard. It was off their album 10 that released in 1991, and they are more of a rock grunge band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the whole movement that I was getting into music really
Yeah.
big when the whole grunge thing started coming about. So,
Mhm.
of course, Pearl Jam was right in the mix and
Right.
big
So-
influences.
Yeah. So the drink of the day, I was going to do this peanut butter cup whiskey martini
Why didn't you?
because I made it and I hated it. Like I tried it
Yeah.
a week or so ago and I had to dump it down the drain. I don't know. It was like 4 ounces of the whiskey, 4 ounces of chocolate liqueur, which I could not find, so I ended up just using Bailey's, and then 4 ounces of creme de coco and some heavy cream, and it was so not good.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
So I dumped it, and I decided not to do that. So I made up a shot today of
This could be dangerous.
So it's just called a PB&J shot, peanut
Oh, yeah?
butter and jelly.
Or peanut butter and jam in this case?
Or peanut butter and jam, yeah. So it's just the screwball whiskey in the Chardonnay.
Mhm.
So the Chardonnay is heavier than whiskey. I found that out because I poured the whiskey in first for yours. And then I poured the Chardonnay in and it kind of sunk to the bottom. So for mine, I poured the Chardonnay in first and then the
So
whiskey
yours looks
on top.
fancier than mine?
A little fancier, but not quite. Let's see. I mean, so you can kind of see some differential stuff. It's about the same, just a little bit.
Mine's a little more even gradient. Yours is
Yeah.
a harder line there.
Yeah. So I really like the Chardonnay that was in that jam donut shot.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mhm.
Oh, God, that was good.
Yeah. That was
So I don't know how this will taste.
good. There's only one way to find out.
Well, at least it's just a shot, so
Right.
it's one and done. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's
It
not
really does sound or taste like a peanut butter and jelly shot.
bad. Mhm.
That works pretty well together.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's not bad.
No. Man, I like that Chardonnay a lot, though.
Then that screwball, that peanut butter whiskey is really good. Like it tastes like peanut butter.
It does. It's really weird.
It's not overly harsh. Like whiskey.
I was kind of thinking it would be harsh for some reason, even though we've tried it and we
Right.
knew it wasn't that harsh, but I just
Hmm.
I didn't like it in the other drink, so it wasn't. Oh, it didn't have good.
Oh,
So, but this
That's
was
not
really
bad.
good. I liked it.
yeah.
So if you want to experience a peanut butter and jelly shot,
Mm-hmm.
peanut butter whiskey in the Chardonnay on the bottom.
Yeah.
Worked
Or vice
really well.
versa.
Or vice versa. It doesn't matter. You can just pour it all in.
Yeah, it all goes down the same hatch.
Yeah.
That was good. I like it.
All right. On to Black.
All right. So, do you know what this song is about? Like,
I
did you do research and stuff?
I did a little bit, and I
Okay.
have some of what they say, but
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm 100% sold on his version.
Well, he did write it, so I'm guessing that his version's probably.
Maybe, I know, but
All right.
do you know what it's about?
No. Well, I
Oh.
mean, just from listening over the years, I never really like dove into the story behind it or nothing like that.
Right.
But I'm assuming it's about, a relationship of some sort.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking too. So, yeah, I'll speak the lyrics first and then we'll break it down.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. Hey, hey, yeah, Was that good?
That was pretty good.
Thanks. Sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets of clay, were laid spread out before me as her body once did. All 5 horizons revolved around her soul as the earth to the sun. Now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn. Ooh. And all I taught her was everything. Ooh, I know she gave me all that she wore. He likes to say his oohs. And now my bitter hands chafe beneath the clouds of what was everything. Oh, the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. I take a walk outside, I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can feel their laughter, so why do I swear? Oh, and twisted thoughts that spin round my head. Oh, yeah. I saw you shake your head. Let me rewind that and start at the beginning of that course. I take a walk outside. I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can feel their laughter, so why do I sear? Oh, and twisted thoughts that spin round my head. I'm spinning, oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can drop away. And now my bitter hands cradle broken glass of what was everything. All the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything. All the love gone bad turned my world to black, tattooed all I see, all that I am, all I'll be, yeah. Ooh, ooh, oh. Or oh, oh, ooh, however. I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky, but why? Why can't it be? Oh, can't it be mine? Ooh, yeah, ooh. And a lot of do-do-dos. Do-do-do. Do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So I missed
I mean,
it once.
it sounds more graceful when they're singing it than it does when you're just reading it. You know what I mean? As far as not the way you read it, I'm just saying that when you're just reading it, like you don't have the rhythm of the music
right.
and the way he's singing
yeah,
it and
he
the
kind of
tones
like
and
he like will kind of mumble one word into another.
yeah, I mean, there's verses I never knew. I listened to this
Brad's
song
like,
for 20 years.
The lyrics are wrong. I said, no, they're not. I'm pretty sure I listened to them this
I'm
time.
like, some of this stuff I never heard him say. Apparently he does.
So we listened, and they are right. They are correct. He's saying every single word I almost just said. He didn't swear. He swore.
Sear.
Whatever.
One of those words.
So weird.
He did that.
It's a weird.
Yeah, he chose some
word.
That's why I always made up my own stuff.
So
yeah, I mean, it's obvious right away that
it's about a girl.
It's about a girl, but I mean, it gets very poetic the way he says it. Maybe a little dramatic.
A little
It's just a
dramatic,
girl.
like really.
All right. Well, let's see what we can figure out.
All right.
What's in his head? Okay. I'm not going to do all the ooh ahs and stuff though.
Oh, okay. Part of it.
Not really. Those are fillers. This is going into the lyrics.
Okay.
Sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets of clay. So right away, I mean, what do you think he's kind of getting at? Like sheets of empty canvas, untouched sheets of clay.
Like, well, if I didn't already think it was a girl, then I wouldn't know. But since I think it's a girl, I think it's more like it could be from an artistic view that she was the muse. You know what I mean?
That could be.
So like. But
it
it's
definitely has
empty
like
canvas
an artistic vibe of some sort.
So it's empty canvas and untouched sheets of clay kind of sets you up for like maybe his muse is gone, sort of thing.
Were laid spread out before me as her body once did. So now it's just the canvas and everything else, the clay and sheets.
Like where she would have been laying for this sculpture or this painting is gone. There's nothing there. So it's empty.
Yeah. Or it's just the sheets are there and empty. But it's hard telling.
It's hard telling.
all 5 horizons revolved around her soul as the earth to the sun.
Not quite sure where he's going with that one.
Just everything kind of revolved around her, I think, is what he's getting at.
All 5 horizons. Is that like significant in some
Probably, but I have no idea.
reason? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know all 5 horizons.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure. I'm not a smart man.
We're not poetic.
But they revolved around her soul as the earth to the sun. So basically just saying everything,
Revolved
his
around
life
her.
kind of
Yeah.
revolved around her.
Mm-hmm.
Now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn. So now, like,
I think one of our cats wants it
I think so.
to be our mascot.
So yeah, so now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn. And all I taught her was everything. I know she gave me all that she wore. So now the air I tasted and breathed has taken a turn.
So a little stale or
Yeah, maybe.
not so perfumey or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that could be. And all I taught her was everything.
So he gave everything to her.
Yep. And I know she gave me all that she wore. So she gave him everything by the sounds of it.
Yeah. So,
But-
so far, like nothing.
So we know that she's not there anymore.
Yeah. And we don't know why. It
They're
doesn't.
taking a turn.
Yeah.
so-
I don't know. Yeah.
And
We'll
now
have to
my
see.
bitter hands chafe beneath the clouds.
So, like, bitter hands, like, it kind of seems like he's saying that he's maybe not happy.
I don't think he's happy that she left him.
Yeah. Who did she leave him?
I think so.
Okay, so his
She
bitter
probably didn't
hands.
understand what the hell he's talking about, so she had to leave. Like chafe beneath the clouds of what was everything. Oh, the pictures have all been washed in black, tattooed everything.
So, like, his memories?
Yeah, it could have been.
Or
Oh,
he's
man, I
just,
wish I was
like-
smarter.
Tattooed all of his pictures in black.
Been,
So he has no memories left? I don't know.
I don't know.
You should see black pictures all around his house.
I think it's more just probably metaphorically, kind of, just
Mm-hmm.
just painting it out of his head kind
Right.
of thing. I take a walk outside. I'm surrounded by some kids at play. I can feel their laughter. So why do I see her? So I'm guessing like see her like he's angry.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would take
Yeah.
it. So
Which
he's-
is why I said swear to begin with, because it
yeah,
like so
he
easily.
probably swore to you.
Yeah,
that's
he
right.
probably did swear.
The kids, shut up. So he goes outside, surrounded by kids, and he's just saying there's happy things, good things, but he's still angry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and twisted thoughts that spin round my head. I'm spinning. Oh, I'm spinning. How quick the sun can drop away. So maybe he's like twisted thoughts in his head. I mean, who knows how deep that can go,
Right.
But he's getting angry. He's in his head. He's just spinning around.
Mm-hmm.
And how quick the sun can drop away. I think it's just basically metaphorical, just that happiness that the kid's laughing. All of a sudden now he's just back in this, everything's painted black inside,
Could it be
Anger.
too like maybe like he had thought of a future with her, but then she left and now there's no future, no kids, no nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like he sees that happening and he's kind of angry, as some people do. They're like, "Hey, that could have been me, but no, now I'm not anywhere
Mhm.
near being a dad or a mother."
Yeah, I don't know if it's that far. I don't get much for that, but kind of the same. I mean, concept. I think he had a future with her.
Mm-hmm.
Then she said, "I'm out."
Yeah.
Now my bitter hands cradle broken glass of what was everything. So basically, it's just everything has crumbled. This whole life to him is
Mm-hmm.
shattered, and All the pictures have been washed in black, tattooed everything. So I think that's just, yeah, everything's just gone. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just, there's nothing there anymore. It's just blank.
Bleak.
Yeah. All the love gone bad, turned my world to black. So that's just, you know, everything's just gone to shit. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just, you know, he just, right at this point, he doesn't see anything.
Good.
Yeah. Tattooed all I see, all that I am, and all I'll be. Yeah. Oh, oh, ooh.
Oh, there you go. That was very nice.
So I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in somebody else's sky. I like how he words that though.
Yeah.
Like I know you're gonna make it and you're gonna be someone's, you know.
Right. So he might be bitter, but yet he can kind of still see reason
Yeah.
at this
I
point.
don't think he's planning on murdering or anything like that.
I hope not.
But yeah, I think it's just, you know, then just he lost his love of his life kind of
Yeah.
thing. Or at the point, this is what he thought.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Why can't it be? You know, can it be mine? So that's basically the end of it.
Yeah.
But so basically, he's just. It sounds like it blindsided him. You know, he might like starting in the beginning. He's probably drawn or nude, artistic or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just they have this bond. They're enjoying life together.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, everything turned to black. It just went
Right.
away. And his light is gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then she's gonna shine in someone
Somewhere
else's
else,
life.
yeah.
You know.
So he's a little bitter for that, but
Yeah. So basically, just to me, it's just like a bad breakup. Like, doesn't say much more, like story wise behind it, but just
Right.
she bounced and he's
That's
heartbroken
it.
and angry and everything else, and
so
that's my take on it.
yeah. I mean, that's a fair take on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So there's these song facts online that I found that kind of put, I don't know if it's his perspective or if just somebody else saying what they thought too. So let's see what this says. It says, well, I guess Eddie Vedder explained in the Pearl Jam 20 book. Have you ever heard of that book? Oh, I haven't either. Maybe it's one of those books we should put on our to read.
Maybe.
That this song is about first relationships. The song is about letting go. It's very rare for a relationship to withstand the Earth's gravitational pull and where it's going to take people and how they're going to grow. I've heard it said that you can't really have a true love unless it was a love unrequited. It's a harsh one because then your truest one is the one you can't have forever. By September 1992, Pearl Jam had taken off with 3 singles released from their debut album 10, Alive, Even Flow, and Jeremy. Sony Records was hot and heavy to release Black as the next single, and it was the obvious choice since it was getting airplay as an album cut and was a ballad that could cross them over to other formats. The band, however, took a firm stance against releasing it, as Eddie Vedder didn't want to make a video or have to go through any more of the promotional process. Vedder won the battle, and Oceans, which got very little attention, was released as the 4th and final single from the album. This was the big moment for Pearl Jam and their manager Kelly Curtis, who stood up to Sony and their powerful CEO Tommy Mottola, and who pressured them to issue Black as the single. Pearl Jam guitarist Stone Gossard wrote the music for the song, which he called E-Ballad, before Vedder put words to it. So that's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The music, once again, kind of like Tool, got written first.
Yeah.
And then the words get written to kind of fit that music. I always, I don't know which way would be easier. Write the lyrics first and then make the
Probably
music.
whichever way you can sparks. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you hear a
that's
tune,
true.
you start humming and coming up with lyrics. And
So, I mean, he's saying it was about first relationships. I have to say, though, like, for him to say, I've heard it said that you can't really have a true love unless it is a love unrequited. Which I don't, what does that word even mean?
unrequited.
Yeah.
We could cut it and I can come back and sound intelligent. I'm guessing it's like something that is gone, like something, you know what I mean? Like unrequited is something that you lose and don't have anymore or something.
Oh, one love-sided love is love that is not openly reciprocated.
Well, there's that
See,
too.
now I find like that obviously that's not right. There's a lot of people happy in relationships and all that stuff. I think you can have many, many loves because obviously you can fall
Mm-hmm.
in and out of love. I can think you can have so many like loves, and some of those loves might be compatible for the rest of your life. I think there's only one soulmate. I
Mm-hmm.
think you and I are soulmates.
That's what you tell me.
But I think you can have like I mean you could easily fall in and out of love, and some of those loves might be like really great loves.
Mm-hmm.
Like enough to satisfy you, and you might not even realize that you never actually met your soulmate for the life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Cuz people are compatible with certain people very much so. I mean
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people sometimes have like these great friendships and you're thinking wow, they probably do really well together. And they probably would, but it never
Mm-hmm.
goes on beyond that. So
Right.
I just think for somebody to say you can't have a true love because it's never going to be reciprocated, I think that's wrong because obviously we've felt that.
Mm.
So, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that maybe those people just haven't either met their great love or their soulmate and maybe just need to open themselves up a little bit.
Maybe.
And like learn to like okay this one wasn't my one, let me go see if I can find the one,
All right.
sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I didn't agree with that.
He said he heard, so it's not like it's his point of view.
So somebody else from Australia said it's about your true love, your first love, and child part is knowing, and the child part is knowing that you will most likely never have children with that person, so looks and the kids in the playground and thinking I want kids with her or him, but I know our relationship won't last as your first true love really never
I
does. Which
don't.
is true. Your first true love really never does sometimes, but
Right. But I don't think that has anything to do with being a
the
father and
children
stuff.
one,
I just think it's like,
just part
I
of
mean,
it.
everybody associates children laughing and playing with, like happiness.
Yeah.
So I think that's just what that is. He hears what he should be, happy to see kids playing and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, but he's still angry inside. He can't
Mm-hmm.
enjoy that, and everything turns black because the sun, how quickly the sun can drop away.
Well, that's true.
That's my take on it.
So comments. I love listening to I love looking at the comments on
Yeah.
these YouTube videos, you know? So one of the comments was from 2 months ago. So remember, this is from 1991. So for people to
Mm-hmm.
still be listening today and commenting on today, I find that kind of interesting. Hello, introvert people who feel nobody understands you. So one of your lonely hobbies is to listen to old or weird music at 1 a.m. You are not alone. Got me? That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
The next one was 4 months ago, and it had been edited once. When you can think of that person and smile and cry and laugh and ache, the one that got away despite loving them so hard, so effortlessly, there is beauty in that. Don't make pain your enemy. Don't let it make you hard or jaded. Just love them till the end. Edit for update. Time seems to allow for change and second chances. We're having dinner next month and seeing each other for the first time in 4 years. Thanks everyone for opening your hearts and sharing. I feel you. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
So that's funny. The next one is 4 months ago. Such a great story, or such a great song. Sound like it came out just yesterday. Timeless classic Stone Age, which is kind of true. They don't
Yeah.
really age. I mean, I don't know if I could like listen to those lyrics and say that was from the 90s. Now,
Yeah.
if I like listen to the song, then I could probably date
Mm-hmm.
it. But lyric wise, I don't think I could date
Right.
the lyrics. Some lyrics I could probably date, like some of those 80s like hair the like what it was it the hairband
Yeah.
ones or whatever. Those ones are pretty um yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to get one like just some short songs from every decade and see if you can name which decade they were from. That'd be kind of a fun one.
It'd probably be harder than you think.
It'd be interesting. Might
Mm-hmm.
have to do it.
Because most of the time it's the music itself that gives it away.
Right. But sometimes there might be those like lyrics you're like, oh, for sure that's from the 80s. Like nobody did that but in
Right.
the 80s. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the comments.
That's
so a little bit a little bit about Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam is an American rock band formed in 1990 in Seattle, Washington. The band's lineup consists of founding members Jeff Ament, bass guitar, Stone Gossard, rhythm guitar, Mike McCready.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he should have been on that one show. You know, McSteamy, McCready, Grey's Anatomy. Mike McCready is the lead guitarist, and Eddie Vedder, obviously, who was the vocals and guitar, as well as Matt Cameron, drums, and Boom Gaspar. That's an interesting name.
Who the hell was he?
A keyboardist, joined a little bit later. Formed after the demise of Gossard and Amit's previous band, Mother
Gossard.
Love Bone. Huh? Gossard? Gossard. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. Their previous band was called Mother Love Bone. Did you ever hear them? What?
Really?
I don't know. Don't look at me like that.
I listen to it all the time. It's even in your car.
Mother Love Bone is in my car.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember listening to them.
All right.
What's one of the songs?
Well, there's a lot of songs, but like Chloe Dancer and Stargazer and all kinds of stuff. That one song that's in your car that you heard about now she's a substitute teacher, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Like she was a lady, and now she's a substitute teacher.
Okay, so that was a Mother Love Bone song?
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. So, listen, I don't know everything about you, Brad.
It's a fantastic band.
Good,
Well, hold on.
good. So why didn't they last very long
Because
then?
the singer died.
Oh. Well, okay. Now, see, sometimes singer dies and they just bring in another singer.
Yeah, you couldn't replace them.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bummer. How did he die?
I think it was an overdose.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
Andrew
What a
Wood.
shame. Huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what started like Temple of the Dog. You've heard of them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have heard of that.
That's a tribute to Andrew Wood.
Oh, interesting.
So, because in one of the songs that he wrote in Mother Love Bone, there was a verse in there called "In the Temple of the Dog." So that's what I got. And Chris Cornell and Stone Gossard. I think McCready might have been in it too. And Jeff Ament and then Eddie Vedder sang
Oh, okay.
on Hunger Strike. And I think he did a couple of backup vocals on a few other songs too. But
Interesting.
yeah.
That's kind of cool. So, yeah, their previous band, Mother Love Bone, Pearl Jam broke into the mainstream with its debut album 10 in 1991. It stayed on the Billboard 200 chart for nearly 5 years.
That's crazy.
That's a long time. 5 years on the Billboard 200.
But that
Crazy.
album was so good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Do you have that album, or was this one that you pawn shopped?
That's in your car.
Is it in my car? I'm daydreaming usually. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
One of the key bands in the grunge movement of the early 90s, of course. Pearl Jam's members often shunned popular music industry, though, practices such as making music videos or giving interviews, which I never get that. Why not? Like, why not give interviews? It's for your fans. I can see now I'm doing them all the time, but, like, doing them sometimes to
just
thank
wanted to
your
make the music.
fans. I mean, you know what I mean?
That's what the live shows are for.
Yeah, but not everybody can afford to go to your live shows.
Well, back then,
so
it wasn't that
take
bad.
the interview time to thank your fans for buying your CD. Anyways, rant over. The band also sued Ticketmaster, claiming it had monopolized the concert ticket market. In 2006, Rolling Stone described the band as having spent much of the past decade deliberately tearing apart their own fame. That's pretty harsh. Rolling Stone can be pretty harsh. They have sold more than 85 million albums. So, I mean, really, they didn't do a whole lot to their fame, did they? They have 11 studio albums. The latest, Gigaton, was released in March 2020. But you don't listen to any of the new stuff, do you?
It's been a while since I bought a newer CD from them. I can't remember the last one. It was pretty good, though. But it wasn't... It's different, but it's...
Yeah.
they're still all very talented, so I like listening
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah, we'll have to test out some of their new stuff and see how it,
I always
I
liked
mean,
the guitar playing. Of course, Jeff Ammon's a good bass player too, but the Stone Gossard, the way he writes the rhythms and stuff is just super
mm-hmm.
cool. Then Mike McCready does a lot of the lead, but he's kind of a bluesy scale type lead stuff. And
So do they do things on the side too with other things then?
I don't know about Stone. I know Mike McCready. He did the Mad Season with Lane Staley,
Oh,
singer of
that's in
Alice in
the
Chains.
car.
Yeah,
See? I know some stuff that's in the car.
yeah. That was kind of like a rehab type
Oh,
album.
really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
a bunch of the guys were in rehab. They made the album.
Well,
It
I
worked for
guess,
Mike. It didn't work for Lane, but
yeah. Huh.
it's But other than that, I don't know what else they've done, if anything.
Well, so that was the lyrics to Black, and that was what we took on the song, which I don't think we were far off on what we think it is. So,
No, he's just a very poetic way of going about it, saying it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
yeah,
I
for
do
sure.
like a lot of the way he words things. Though. I mean, it's different take on it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but some of the verses, like I never knew what he said.
Well, yeah, like I said, he kind of mumbles
Yeah,
from
so
one
I
word
just
into
mumble
the
along
other
with him
word.
and-
Yeah. So it's definitely when you have the lyrics in front of you and you're like forced to like look at what he's actually saying, you're like, oh, that's interesting. So yeah, but I love the song. It's a really
Yeah.
good song, and I love him as a singer. He's really good, and then obviously the band members are really talented. So,
Yeah,
and it's cool that they're still making music.
yeah,
So that's always nice to know people can live long in the music industry and keep
right.
gaining new fans and
Yeah,
keeping their old fans happy.
for sure.
So definitely, if you have this peanut butter whiskey in your cupboard and you don't know what else to do with it, make a PB&J shot because
Yep.
it was pretty good.
And if you don't have it, go buy it because
Yeah, it is pretty good. It's a good one to have on hand. So, well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Lyrical Breakdown. We'll see you next time.
Yep. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.